rubber boots for my smart glove. So this is the way they come out of the 3D printer. They're very hard to print since they are rubber, elastic material. So it's hard to get the fine detail. So what I had to do here was build my own rubber cutter, groover. So what I'm trying to achieve here is sliding this boot into this little enclosure. So I have a little capsule here designed for it to slide onto. But the problem is we can't print that on the 3D printers due to the how flexible it is. Very hard to print. So what do we see here? First stage, this is the way it comes out of the 3D printer. Second stage is cutting it even at both sides. And the third stage is cutting these grooves. So, what do we see here? So here is the module or the control box that will sit on top of the hand. And here is the control box that sits on the wrist. So what I want to do here is join the two of these together using a rubber boot. I'll demonstrate that here. So I have the grooves cut on this rubber boot here. So this now should, if I have cut it right, slide into the slot like so. Now it sits on the hand like that. So if I get the little control box now that sits on the wrist, this should also slide onto here. So this is the first time I've ever tried this. There we go. So that is what I'm looking to achieve with 4 smart gloves. So the rubber boot in the middle, and we'll have the other parts of the smart glove then connected to these 2 control boxes. So I'm going to demonstrate here now cutting these rubber boots. So again, this is how they come out of the 3D printer. I have, must be nearly 30 in there, 25. They're very hard to print. You can't print the finer detail. You can't print these cuts, these slots that I'm looking to achieve. So this is why I built this station about a year and a half ago. So this is the first stage. This is, what do we see if I can find it? Okay, hold on. Can't find it now. This is the second stage. When I cut the rubber to size, well, the resin part, this is the third stage. So that's actually a scrap part. I'll get the good one here. Start to mix these up now. Okay, so there's 2 of the good rubber boots that I have cut already. You can see the tracks on them. You can see how neat they are. So that's done using this station. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. Take it from there. So what I have done here is slid a stainless bar up the inside of it. So this is just to make it more rigid so I can cut the slot. These 2 need to be good. I have loads, as I say. I have 25 in case I make a mistake. So that one is complete. That one is complete. I'll demonstrate again here what they're for. So if you look at this part of the smart glove, these slots are required, what do we see here, to slide into the control box. Like so. and join into the wrist box like that. So I'll just join this. Fittery. So that's the control box, the wrist control box connected to the hand control box. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to demonstrate cutting one of these using this station that I have made a year ago. So I have a Jenga block ready. So what I do here is use the Jenga block to glide along this guide that I made. And what I'm trying to do here is cut a nice straight line. Do you know what I'm going to do here? I might just grab an old one or one of these ones, because this one's cut into the second stage and I don't want to destroy it. So 2 seconds. So I'll go with this one. So sliding a bit of stainless and the inside of the boot to strengthen it. I should have put a bit of grease on it here. So with the grease on it there now. Sliding a bit of stainless up the inside. This one is actually quite tough. So what I'm going to do here now is cut the slot on this face first. Then I'm going to cut the slots on the side. So the trigger starts is here to power up the two transformers. So the two transformers are in series. So this half splits the voltage on the primary winding and also splits the voltage and the current on the secondary winding. So I've done this to reduce the current on the secondary winding, to keep these electrodes from getting too hot. So I'll trigger these up here to be seen them glowing red. So you can probably see the smoke coming off them there. They don't need to be going red, but I'm just demonstrating here. So now when I glide this rubber boot through the cutting element, I'll just demonstrate what they are. So I sourced these tire groove cutters. So basically for cutting the tread in the tires, very fine ones. And I have connected them up to the transformer on this system. So I'll demonstrate this here now, cutting this groove. So using the Jenga block to slide along the guide to create a nice straight groove or cut. So here we go. So you can hear me just triggering the switch there. I'm not holding it on. Don't want it to burn. There we go. So that's one groove done. You probably won't see it there, but it's there. Now I'm going to move on to that. I'm going to remove that bit of resin first, because I don't want it to smoke me out here. I think it fell out. If it doesn't fall out, it's just going to be a bit smoky. So I'm now going to demonstrate cutting the two slots at the side here. So these two slots at the side will allow this rubber boot to fit into this compartment or this capsule. So here we go, Jenga block again, but this time we're going the opposite direction. The cutting knife is in here and in here. So again, I'm going to bring it up to the cutting tool and trigger the switch to power up the transformers. There we go. So there's a nice straight groove, something that the 3D printer can't achieve. So what I'm going to do here now, I'll demonstrate why, because look how flexible it is. It's impossible to 3D print these grooves. The company who makes the resin actually discontinued it because it was too hard to use for people. So I'll remove this bit of resin that's on the knife here, and we'll do the final cut at the other side. So bringing the Jenga block up, keeping the rubber boot nice and square with a guide, or the Jenga block nice and square with a guide, and keeping the boot attached to the, or sitting close to the Jenga block. So I'm going to go ahead here and tap this part, heat the knife up, and we're going to cut this now. Let's say out there, them fumes is poisonous. But there's the little bit cut, perfect. So what I'm going to do now is just remove the bit of stainless, and I'm going to demonstrate this fitting into my Smart Glove control box. So slide a bit of stainless out from this other end. And now what I'm going to do here is just place it into this control box like so. So that's it. Complete. Demonstration over. So in about a week's time, a new project will appear on my channel. It's really interesting. It will come probably at, well, the very end of the month. So do look out for it. Goodbye.